Hi guys, welcome back to the Art of Being Productive podcast. Today I have a special guest, Terrance. Hi.
Yeah.
So, the first thing we're going to talk about is stress, because stress is a really big thing for us students. There are a lot of stress in our life. So, how do you cope with stress?
Because there's like lots of different kinds of stress. There's like academic stress. There's the stress between relationships. You
Yeah.
mentioned that earlier.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of different kinds of stress, and the main thing is you have to have at least more than two outlets for stress. That's the thing that I learned.
Wow.
If you only have one outlet for stress, it's hard to like keep up with your stress because like you only put so much time in that one thing. You can only put so much time in that one thing. If you have more, then it's easier. So, and anything can be outlet for stress actually. Like you can, I used to go Thai boxing, and that helped a lot. I stopped because I did not have enough money to renew my gym membership. But I listening to music. That's the thing I hear everyone talk about, and it works. It does work. And sometimes, if I can, I sleep.
Yeah.
If I
sleep.
can, if I can, and cooking.
Get sleep, guys.
Yeah, don't be like me. I have insomnia, and cooking also works. Yeah, because cooking is like sort of being productive because you actually have something that should be semi-successful at the end of cooking. So it gives you that sense of validation that you can do something, and that can help relieve stress a lot. Yeah, that and then this talking with friends that helps a lot.
Yeah.
Just things that are not related to whatever you're stressed about, and things that you like to do. It's just like that.
People like differentiating ways to cope with stress into two categories.
Yeah.
Category one is things that you do with yourself. Okay, maybe cooking, maybe you cook with yourself, or maybe you listen to music. You listen to music with yourself. But category two is you talk with people, you interact with people. For example, you do Thai boxing. Maybe you can do it with yourself as well. But there are sports like basketball, football,
Oh, yeah.
when you do it with friends. Which one do you think is more effective, or how do you find a balance between the two ways to cope with stress?
Okay, here's the thing, because like for category one is the easiest one to do.
Yeah.
It's the easiest to do. You don't have to make plans or anything. You just do it when you want to. It's all at your own time. However, category two, it definitely relieves more stress because it's interaction. You get feedback and you interact, and somehow the stress relief goes away faster.
Yes.
Yeah. And if you're with someone else and interacting with them, doing something that you guys like, it's a high chance that you get like happier faster.
Okay, let's shift our focus from this depressing topic and let's talk about something great. Okay, what's the best part of being a student, especially in 2024?
See, here's the thing. That's hard, but okay. Being a student, okay, when you say this question in those interviews, they expect you to say something like, "I can learn a lot," and I think that's just so stupid, so bullshit.
Yeah.
That's the worst answer ever.
Like we want to actually get some real opinions to our audience. So what do you actually think?
Okay, seriously though, I think like being a student, because in 2024, there's like everything is easy nowadays. Media, blah blah blah, social media, blah blah blah. You can go to all these places, all these events. So the main thing about being a student, the best thing about being a student in 2024, is having all those different opportunities. Like by opportunities, I mean like it can be those provided by the school or other schools or just some organizations, because most of them target towards students. Like for example, okay, I went to this Model United Nations like last or 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it was like this great opportunity. You can meet people, you can learn stuff, but you can meet people.
Yeah. Meet people.
You meet people, and it is also like so fun. And these opportunities only come to students. You realize when you grow up, you can't have these opportunities anymore. Like you just can't. Like there's less and less as you grow older because you have to work and stuff, and these opportunities are more geared for students because you can have fun. You're supposed to learn. You're supposed to make friends. Interact with others. Step out of your comfortable range.
Yes.
And as an adult, you can't really do that.
Mm.
You're not expected to do that as an adult, actually.
Yeah.
From what I've noticed. So yeah, it's just having all these different opportunities. That's the main thing. Like the school hosts like a lot of different opportunities for students as well. Like
Yeah, true.
right now, the CO trip to Korea, the BF trip, and then there's the other trip to China. Like all these different stuff. That's a great thing, I think. As a student, you can get all these perks. I mean, as adults, you can't. So you gotta treasure these opportunities. And also, student discounts. They're so good.
Yes, student discounts.
I love student discounts.
Student discounts. Well, to summarize, there are actually two things. Number one is, as you said, we've got more opportunities as students. And the second thing is actually we've got more time.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you have the opportunity, but you don't have time. You've got work to do.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to pretend that students don't have work to do, but we definitely have more time than working a full-time job. So that's really true. Now, let's move to the next topic. It's about learning at school versus self-learning. So, what do you actually think about the education system right now? Like, is there something that you would change? Because many actually prefer, like, they might think, I can learn all of this myself, I can learn this thing better, more efficiently at home by myself or with resources on the internet. YouTube videos are sometimes way more helpful than lectures at school. What's your take on that?
It's like, here's the thing, learning at home, like self-learning, it gives you the opportunity to like take everything into your own control, like absolutely everything.
Yes, control.
The time, how much you want to study, everything, like the ways you want to study as well is all up to your own decision. But here's the thing, there's a reason why schools exist, right?
Yes.
Like why not self-learn? Because most students don't have the determination, or rather conviction to study on their own. Because most students, if left alone with a textbook, they're just probably going to stare at the wall or daydream or sleep or do something with the phone instead. They're not going to actually pick up the book and study. Only around 10% of students will do that, I say. Like if presented with a textbook and nothing else, only 10% of students will actually
hearing you
study.
saying that, actually, I have a personal confession to make. Like, I always told myself that during the holidays, I have so much free time. I would study this, study that, pre-study this, pre-study that. But at the end of the day, I don't get much done.
Yeah.
Sometimes I waste a whole damn week.
Yeah.
And get nothing done.
Exactly.
Like,
No.
Sometimes one productive school day can have way more stuff done than even a whole month. Like slacking at home.
Because like that's the thing. Because this is 2024. You've got like the phones and TV and everything. You can make plans with friends and go out. There's so much stuff that you could do that you might not want to study. Because studying is not fun to everyone. Only to those people,
Yes. Like,
do you find studying fun? I don't think you do.
I don't find studying fun.
Yeah, I know. I've seen you at school. You're so tired all the time.
Yeah, and there's like this famous technique about how to get stuff done, how to study, how to sit down, and it's like 5-second rule. Like the 5-second rule is about the moment you think of slacking, going to play video games, go on social media, scroll on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, and you give yourself 5 seconds to think, I really want to open the app? Do I really want to start this game? And the answer usually, yes, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Like,
Because
the 5 second rule doesn't actually work if you don't have enough willpower or determination.
yeah, here's the thing. All these things, like all these techniques, they're all based on the one thing, that is you yourself have enough determination, enough conviction to do it.
Yeah, willpower is the
here's the
prerequisite.
thing, we're students. We like studying. It's not stimulating. You look at a textbook. There's so many words. There's so many numbers. I don't want to do this. If you look at Instagram or Facebook or play games, oh, everything's moving. It's so fun. You know, social media and games are geared towards making people get addicted. That's the way they're engineered. And studying isn't. It's just so boring. So you're obviously gonna pick slacking off over studying.
Yeah. Let me use a gaming analogy, okay? Just sit down and get stuff done as a skill. And the prerequisite is to get attribute points in willpower, which you don't have. Good luck.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Good luck.
And it's not easy to get these attribute points in willpower.
Yes, because lots of successful people sharing their tricks, because they have
the
experienced
willpower.
the thing, and they got the willpower, so it works for them. It doesn't work for
me.
you.
Yeah,
so you here.
Yeah.
And if you're watching, you're probably, well, yeah, good luck. So, again, your point is school helps us with our time management.
Yes,
seriously.
Time management, and more so, it doesn't give us motivation. We still hate studying. I'm sure most students would say that.
Yeah.
But it still forces us to do it, and in some way that helps us a lot. Because without this force pushing us to study all the time, we have tests every single week. Without this force pushing us to study, we really won't get stuff done. By the end of our college, our secondary school experience, when we take the DSE, we're gonna just sit there and think, crap.
Yeah.
I have not studied for this. I have not done anything for this. So that's the good thing about schools. They give you the pushing power that you must do this. If you're gonna self-learn, unless you're some really you've got some really strong willpower, you're not gonna do it.
Yeah. Now, what is the one thing that you would change about the education system? If you're in charge.
Dang. Okay. So, okay. Because, as you know, currently, the education system in Hong Kong is not the worst. It's a bit wonky. If I wanted to change, I want to change it a lot. But if you had to change one thing, it would most probably be just taking away the entire, how to call it? What's it called? Chinese? Can I say Chinese?
Why not?
Man. Just remove that part. Okay, I get it. I get that it's part of our culture. It's part of our culture,
Yes.
our history, and as Hong Kong citizens, we are expected to learn about it and understand it. But here's the thing: it was last used more than 100 years ago.
Yes.
I think. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
But at least more than 50 or 70 years ago. And in this day and age, I don't think we're going to go back to that step. We're not going to go back and use that language anymore. It's a dead language. It's basically like saying we have to find out how primitive humans, the funny monkey apes talk, it's our culture, but do we really need to learn this much about it? So much so that it takes up 30% of our Chinese marks in the DSE? I don't think so.
Yeah, because a funny thing is Chinese history is not compulsory.
Yeah.
But this thing is.
That's the funny part.
Why? I'm asking you, why?
Yeah. It's just so weird. Chinese history is an elective. You don't have to study it. It's just a choice. This isn't. This is forced on us. And I know that it's our motherland's original language, but come on, no one's gonna use it anymore. Like we can keep it in the history books or whatever. If people are interested, they might look it up. It's useful for some situations like Chinese New Year. Like people like to write the stuff on the red things. But I'm not gonna use it like when I grow up. After the DSC, am I ever gonna touch it again? No. Will I regret not learning about it then? No. That's the thing. It's kind of worthless nowadays.
So now let's talk about other stuff.
Yeah.
That is hobbies.
Okay.
Do you have any hobbies? Like, of course you do, right?
Yeah, everyone has hobbies. Even if you think you don't have hobbies, you have hobbies. Just
Yeah.
things that you do that aren't regular, but you still like to do. That kind of
Like
stuff.
aren't compulsory.
Yeah, aren't compulsory, like not studying.
Yeah.
I've seen someone say studying is their hobby. I hate those people. You know who I'm talking about.
Now, it gets me to our previous discussion about studying, actually, is that I don't really like when people, like study coaches, people in social media saying that you can make studying more enjoyable. It fundamentally doesn't make it more enjoyable. It doesn't. What it does,
What they're trying to do isn't making it more enjoyable. You're
it's
just
trying to numb yourself from the brutal reality. And yeah, that's effective. That's great. But at the end of the day, do you really enjoy
Studying?
hiding in a room, sitting on your chair, at your desk, staring at a damn textbook, reciting, doing past papers, taking notes, whatever? Do you really enjoy that instead of going out, playing with your friends, doing whatever you want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would like that, honestly. I mean,
If you really like that, you might be a psycho. I'm sorry. But,
sadist.
like, sometimes I enter a flow state and I feel like I don't want to get interrupted. But that doesn't make studying enjoyable. It just makes it less unbearable. And it makes it somewhat fine, but it's not a hobby. It's not a hobby, okay?
Hobbies are
So
things that are supposed to be soothing for you, help you relax. The things that you really, really like. I'm pretty sure that no one likes studying. Hobbies are things like listening to music. That could be a hobby, but not studying. Studying is just weird. Like if you say it's a hobby.
Because you actually need to seek about. But if usually is work and relax. Relax when you use time to relax. Usually you're doing your hobbies. Work for our students, academics, studying. But if your work is studying, then your hobbies are studying. You get it?
Yeah, it's not a hobby by then. It's just extended work.
Your life is only studying.
Like basically that means if you're an adult, that just means you work overtime. It's not I work because it's fun. No, it's just basically overtime.
Yeah, like recently there are like YouTubers saying that they're gonna quit YouTube.
Yeah.
And
so many.
And I think it's I forgot who said that, but one said that yes, I enjoy YouTube. I love doing YouTube videos.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, YouTube is work.
Exactly.
Yes. So that YouTuber is not really quitting YouTube entirely. He's just uploading less. Yeah. But he's making a point here that no matter how you like your work, it is still work.
Yeah. It's not the hobby, Like take me for example. I study, I don't particularly like it. I don't particularly hate some subjects. I hate chemistry. I don't know why I took it. I like studying English. Because I'm good at it. That's why I like studying. But it's not my hobby. My hobbies are like other things. Like going to meet friends, sometimes go to other people's schools, just to see what they're up to. I have been banned from a few schools. That's the point.
Okay.
I should really give them like a notice before I go. Yeah. Or I listen to music on my bed and try to sleep because I can't.
Yep.
These are hobbies, not studying. There's a clear difference here because studying is work for us students.
Yes. So now let's move to something else again, which is more about your future, our future. Well, what is the single thing that you value the most in life? And then this is the original question that I put down, but I want to change it up a bit because some people say, "Oh, health is really important." Yeah, I know, health is really important. Yes, yes, shut up. But that's not the answer I'm looking for, you know?
I know.
Everyone needs good health. We all need good health.
Yeah.
But what is the dream? What is like family, friends, achievement, maybe even money, status, you know?
Yeah. Look, for me, because I don't really care that much about status or achievement. Achievement is fine.
Yeah,
It gives you that sense of validation,
Mm.
which is cool and all. But, it's not the one thing I would be the most, I care the most about.
Hmm.
It's not money either.
Yeah.
Maybe because I'm broke. That's the point.
Don't have to be too honest.
Exactly, yeah. Probably friends. And I get why, and some people are going to say, why not family?
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I like friends more because like in a sense they're like the closest people to you, but at the same time they're not, because everyone's gonna know that family's the closest to you. But in some sense, if you're too close to family,
Yeah, I know what you want to say.
Yeah, exactly,
I know you want to like,
exactly.
Sometimes
Look,
you need to keep a healthy social distance. I know COVID's over, but social distancing is still needed. Like if you see a friend day in day out every single freaking day,
you're gonna get annoyed and tired and bored of them.
Yeah, and you start seeing their other side. You know, you start seeing people's other side.
You
like,
learn about the bad things they do. I'm like, damn.
Like my mom is not the worst person in the world, but when you see her every day, you see all her negatives.
Yeah, and you don't really like those negatives, and then you just get annoyed of those negatives.
Yes, like it's just how relationships work. You need to keep a healthy distance, honestly.
And like the one thing I've noticed about if you stay with someone a long time, like a long period of time, like every singular day together, not every minute, not every hour, but like every day you see them and you interact with them for a period of time, like they start to build expectations for you. They have some expectations that you have to fulfill, and here's the thing, you might not be able to fulfill them sometimes, and that's why Asian parents exist.
Yes.
So that's why I like friends more. They're the closest people to you because you can be very real with them, and you don't have to show them your bad sides, even though they might know their bad side. You don't have to show them that, and they'll understand because they're your friends. I think friends, in some sense, understand you more than family does. In some sense, that's why I like friends more.
Yeah, and I think like this starting to go dark, but we're talking about betrayal. If a friend betrays you, no matter how bad it is, unless it costs your life, you can recover from it.
Exactly.
Someone betrays you, get new friends.
Exactly. Get a new friend. Exclude that guy. Just cut him off.
Yes.
That's how it works.
If your family member betrays you,
it sticks for life.
Or if they left, it really sticks for life. You can't find a replacement.
The scar is on your heart forever. You can't remove it. Why? Because it's your family. You're connected by blood.
Yes.
There's literally no way that you can just forget about it and move on that easily, you know? Most people can't.
Yes. So here's the thing. We're not saying that family is not important, but if you want to be an overall happier person, friends are the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I
Get friends.
Yeah, so that's why like now I didn't used to have so many friends. Like not even last year, just this year. I don't know what happened. I randomly started like going out a lot more. And I met a lot of new people, made a lot of new friends, and that really helped for my like mental health. That's really useful. You should make more friends, you bastard.
Yeah.
Right.
And well, the feeling of going out with a friend versus going out with your family is also really different as well.
With your family, you can't really act out of line. You know what I mean. With friends, who cares? Yeah.
But of course, like I need to clarify a point that there's no one thing that is important in life. Lots of stuff are important in life. Health, really important, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you die, you don't have anything left.
Yeah. Family, friends, really important. Like one thing we haven't discussed is money. We need money. Okay, come on, be realistic, people. We need money. So lead a balanced life. Lead a balanced life. Care about all the pillars of life. Final question. What is your goal in life? Like, it might not even relate to your career, but just envision what your life would be in the most ideal situation.
Okay. I know you said it might not be related to career, right? But still, it's somehow related.
It's related, but it's not.
I study physics, chemistry, and biology. I hate myself, and M2, I hate myself even more. I know. But like I have to study these because the thing is, if I do well enough in these subjects, that means I can go and get one of those jobs.
Yeah.
You get what I mean, right? Of course, currently there's no way, but I still got 2 years. I might improve by then, you know? Like engineering or doctor, I don't know. Those seem like good paths. And I don't really care about what I do, as long as it makes a lot of money, right? Because I want to use that, because with that money, I can use that money to achieve my real goal. I've got 2 goals in life. Yes. I already said that like 5 years ago.
Because there's a saying from Asian parents that's really true. I really agree. Is you don't find a job you love. You find a job you hate, and you do the job, you earn a heck ton of money, you get rich.
And then you use the money you love.
To do what you love.
Yeah, I like this phrase a lot. And so that's why I want to make a lot of money. I don't care what I do, actually, as long as it makes me a lot of money. And it's not illegal. I will not do drugs. But I have 2 goals in life. I've already said that like 5 years ago. I'm very clear about these 2 goals, right? The first goal, because I've always been good at English. You know that.
Yep.
And specifically English story writing, right?
Yes, true.
One of my goals is to write like a series of books, just I don't care if anyone reads them. I just want to write the books. But to write a book, it takes so much time and effort. It takes like most of your time actually to write a book, from what I've noticed.
Yeah, you need to make a good story, then you need to put it in words.
Yeah, so, and I can't do that I can't do this as my job. I can't be an author as my job because, I still need to live, and it takes so long to make one book that probably before I finish writing the book, I'll starve to death.
Yeah.
It's not sustainable. So
and ChatGPT knocking on your door.
Yeah, damn. So, my goal is to make a lot of money. And with that money, while I sustain myself, maybe every week I'll take 1 day off, like Sunday, and I'll write. And then by the age of, 40, hopefully, I can have a book. And I want the book is my own achievement, I made this from scratch. It like represents me and everything I believe in, I don't care if
It's a book of fiction novel.
obviously fiction. I can't do nonfiction. I'm only good at story writing. Yeah, that's my goal. To have something of my own achievement, and it's probably gonna be a book, because it's probably the easiest achievement. I'm shit at art and music. And the second goal is when I'm really when I retire, hopefully, I want to travel the world with friends.
Yeah.
Because earlier I mentioned I like friends a lot more than family. And here's the thing: if I travel with family, it's gonna go haywire immediately. It's gonna go bad. If I travel with friends, like just purely having fun, exploring the world with them, like having fun, I think that's gonna be great. That's what I want to do.
I also like your two goals in life, actually, because from what I just heard, like, it is again two different goals, two different category of goals. Number one is share your story, share your fantasies with the world.
Yeah.
And the other one is travel and explore the world.
Yeah.
It goes both ways. You put something in the void and you venture into the void.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I really like that.
I have like 50,000 words already on here. I already started. I mean, it's gonna take a lot more time, and when I become an adult and actually work, I'm gonna have less time. I have to start now.
Yeah.
And if I want to travel the world, I need a lot of money, so that's why I have to study well now and get a good job, like a job that makes me a lot of money. It's basically how it works. You have the money, you can do anything you want. So.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, like, we just want a chill life.
Yeah.
We don't want to get. We don't want to be awake by the noisy alarm clock.
Yeah.
Hitting snooze 10 million times until we
is,
eventually get out of bed.
That is painful, honestly.
Rush to school or work.
Yeah.
And just waste hours and hours on something that you don't give a shit about.
Yeah, that's just painful,
Yeah, and it's depressing because the thing is that you wake up, you do something you hate.
Yep.
You go back home.
You do something you hate even more.
Yeah, you try to cope with stress. You try to cope with stress.
Cool.
You do something that you know is not benefiting you, but you know that is helping you relieving stress. Binge watching anime, playing video games. You know that's relieving your stress, but you know that's not good for you, but you still do it because we still got work to do tomorrow.
Yep.
And you wake up, you do it again. You go back home, you cope with stress. Eventually, you wait for a holiday.
The holiday comes, and you realize
what you gonna do? Hang out, maybe.
Yeah, hang out with friends, maybe.
Or social media.
Yeah. Mainly those two, honestly.
Yeah. Then 2 days fly, and after that,
again,
work.
It's a cycle, and at the end of the day, we really want to break out of the cycle. It's human nature to go against something that's repetitive and boring that you hate. It's human nature. At the end of the day, I think we all want a chill life. It doesn't have to be chill like in the standard that all you do is wake up, eat, sleep. It's not like chill in that standard. It's chill in the standard that you don't have to do something that you hate every day.
Like you sometimes you really need to sit down and do something you hate, but you don't want to do it every single damn day.
Yeah, and not at the same time. It's not repetitive.
And it's even more painful when you look back and you realize that you are old. I'm old.
Damn.
Like you realize that you waste half of your life, and you still have half to go.
Yeah.
And you're looking at your bank account.
It's so painful then. So like.
Yeah.
Yeah.